Hey guys, and welcome to a show and tell reveal for our complete studio scale stop motion ATST series. So we have finally finished the first prototype for the Return of the Jedi studio scale model, and we wanted to take a chance so that you could see both models next to each other and then go over the details of this one, because we've already done the details of this guy. So again, this is the Return of the Jedi ATST studio scale and completely stop motion, which means that the entire armature, the entire skeleton is completely made up of aluminum and brass parts, and then everything screws together so that you can actually adjust the pose exactly how you want it. Now, this prototype here is completely 3D printed because that's how we do our test fit to make sure everything works before sending it off to our different vendors for manufacturing in metal. So this one is not posable, but I'm going to go over what can be posed to make sure that you know that it can be posed exactly how the original one was done. So for example, you've got a joint in the foot, and you can tilt that foot from side to side. Then you've got a joint halfway through the hip section here, and that allows the legs to shift in and out. So that's what's going to allow you to get that specific chicken walker posing. Then, of course, the legs can go up and down. This part back here moves back and forth. We've got spring steel pinions in the back. So this is steel. Our prototype is using carbon fiber, which actually works really well, but the steel is going to be even better. We designed our own custom armature mount, and that will mount to the base. We're using just a big piece of acrylic here to show how it could sit on the base, but the real thing will be able to sit directly onto the same base as the Empire Strikes Back ATST, so they're using the exact same size base, just a 9x9. Look out for exactly what size you would need for spacing if you don't put it in one of our cases. But back to the armature. So we've got a nice armature stand that's mounted directly to the base, so you can just screw that in. Then this piece here, we designed specifically to be custom adjustable, so you can tighten or loosen these screws to pull your pins back and forth or up and down. And then what's really ingenious is they designed a really cool armature mount in here, and there's a screw on the bottom. And if you screw the screw clockwise, it's going to move the armature mount, which is right here. It'll move this up and down. So based upon whatever pose you want to position your walker, if it's going to be very dynamic or very static, we've got it static right here just in the neutral position, but depending upon how you want it to sit, you can adjust this. Then you can raise these up and down, and then this piece here will also rotate to match the angle that you set this one at. So it's really, really cool. Let's see if there's anything else. So all of the hoses, except for two, are made from springs, which is really cool. So we created our own little springs for the prototype, but the real one will be a very, very nice, super, super fine spring material. It looks exactly like hoses. It's very flexible. It's really, really awesome. So, of course, that comes in. And then what's even more interesting about this model in particular, because they had so much more time to work on this one versus the Empire Strikes Back version, every single panel on the legs and every single panel on the body screws in. So you don't have to put glue to attach all of these pieces. We've got a couple of caps. Those will have to be glued on, but all the side panels, the top panels, every single part of this is all glued in together. So all you've got to do is just loosen or tighten, get it nice and set. You've got some gluing to do up here, but the gun barrels will be metal and they can slide back and forth. The rack is metal. Some of the gun barrels on the side are metal. Make sure that it's nice and solid. The neck is made of actual rubber. So that's going to be nice. It's an absolutely beautiful machine. And you can tell when you put them next to each other, they are actually just about bang on the same height. Awesome. Just interesting to note how they designed it. And yeah, this one looks so much more massive. I think we undercut the pricing on this one dramatically, thinking that they were going to be very similar to each other. But this is an absolute steal for the pre-order that's going on. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, so this is it. Again, it's going to come with the same base as the Empire Strikes Back version. So it won't come with this big clear top. It'll just come with the bottom one. Of course, the plaques, the exclusive edition, all that stuff you can look on our website and find out information for. But we're going to get these things packed up and sent off to some people to review. So look for some videos on YouTube coming very soon for that. We're super excited about it. Yeah, I think that's about it. We're going to make some adjustments, obviously, for the real painted versions. This was stuff that we could find locally, but it's a little bit too yellow, a little bit too green. So we're going to make adjustments to all that for our commissioned paint jobs. But we are very, very happy with it. The parts are exact. Again, every single piece was made from the original kit parts, or if it was a custom built piece, those references were exact. So this is the most exact, not perfect, but the closest possible thing you can get in the market today for a Return of the Jedi stop motion. You want as close as possible. This is the only thing that you need. So thank you guys very much. Keep tabs on some videos coming up soon. Of course, we've got some more models coming out next year. And aside from that, Merry Christmas, have a Happy New Year, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.